I'll go.
Okay, so yesterday I promised that the 4.5 diff would be apart. Looks like it's apart. This is Yannick's fine work. You give him about 2 hours and he'll completely disassemble whatever you tell him to, even if it's a whole car. So now we have the problem with this diff. Remember how I said there was not enough, well, it had too much slop, to be specific. Right in here is the pin. Yeah, go ahead and actuate it. Oh, look at that. It's a loose pin, and that pin, you guys can't tell, but it's moving all the way over here. So this gear housing is completely trashed. Okay, flip it over. All right, so Yannick is going to drive the ring gear off carefully. You should really use brass for this, because if you don't, you could mess up your gear. We're going to see if it even wants to come off. This whole diff was extremely hard to take apart.
Yeah, it's coming.
And by the way, if you have a 280 SE 4.5, nobody is safe. If you really want to drive your 108 hard, this is what's going to happen to it. And eventually the pin comes out. And then your car stops moving mysteriously. And then a hole appears in your diff housing. Believe it or not, Mercedes never upgraded the center gear housing in any of the cars except for the 300 SEL 6.3. So, a 280 SE 4.5 has the same center gear housing as a 220 SE. Anybody, can anybody tell me where the problem is?
Here, do you want to show them a good one?
Yeah, let's look at a good one so you can see just how blown up. Here we go. We have a very, very innovative parts washing system, but that's a good one.
Play.
As you can see, the pin can't move anywhere. Pin's fixed in place, and so if you're also wondering, yes, that came out of a 6-cylinder car. It didn't have enough power to destroy the gear housing. This is another reason why, by the way, if you have locked up brakes on your W108 on the rear axle, you should probably fix them, because all of that load from the locked up brakes will translate to damaging this thing. I mean, this is just ridiculous. This is probably the worst one I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a worse center gear housing. I mean, it's literally like...
It's done. It's been done for decades.
No, it's been... I mean, I could probably drive the car for another 5,000 miles, but you have to be careful, you know. You have to be careful and, you know, run 300 weight oil or something and just hope that... I don't know. Hope that it doesn't blow up while you're doing 80 miles an hour down the highway. Okay, well, that's what blows up in a 4.5 diff.